So dudes, Swandzz here today to make a video. What is going on? Well, there's a lot of hair, there's a wig thing, there's a blow dryer, there's a me, and then there's my old friend. Glue gun. Just in case you didn't hear me, I said glue gun. Alright guys, well, as you probably know, Jenna Marbles is one of my favorite YouTubers. Recently she did a video trying to make a wig with hot glue. Believe it or not, this is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to make a human wig, and I've never done it. I have made many doll wigs in my life, so I'm going to approach this project very similarly to making a doll wig, but just I'm making it for me. So I'm probably not going to be doing this the way that you have seen it done in other tutorials because I'm just using my own personal knowledge and what I know of wig making to make a wig. I'm using this synthetic hair, I think it's kanekalon, I don't know how to pronounce it, whatever. But a friend of mine who makes wigs told me that this is a really good synthetic hair to use. It's also super cheap. Like, I got 8 packages and they're 26 inches long. And I think it was like $20 from Amazon. I also got the whole wig making kit that came with the canvas head here, which I made sure to get in the size of my actual head. Came with a wig cap to make the wig on and like stuff to sew it if you're actually gonna sew the wig, like good luck. Now I probably could sew a wig, right? But I'm the kind of person who likes to do things fast. And so I'm like, I've got hot glue. Let's try that. Even though my motto is that hot glue doesn't actually work for anything, we just like to believe it works because life would be so convenient if a hot glue actually worked. So we convince ourselves that it works even though it doesn't. So my expectations are about here. Let's see if we can get them here. So the wig that I'm making today, this is actually like a 2-for-1, okay? Because I'm making a wig with hot glue, but also it's a cosplay wig because I want to cosplay Lucy from Elf and Lead, one of my favorite animes, one of the first animes I ever loved when I was younger. And I was like, instead of buying her wig, I should make it, seeing as how I want to make a wig anyway. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. As you see, this hair is not on a weft. This is loose, right? And that's good because that's actually what I want. I know, sounds crazy. That's what I'm saying. So this is not going to be like probably other wig making tutorials you've seen. In fact, scratch that. This is not an educational tool. I say this every time, guys. I'm having fun. I'm bringing you along with me, and if you learn something, that's great. And if you don't, then it's alright because this wasn't an educational tool anyway. With that being said, I am going to show you what I'm doing to the best of my ability, and hopefully you will learn something. So I'm going to start by jumping right the fuck into it. We're going to start from the bottom, work our way up to the top, just like any successful rapper. Let's get into it. Let me get my leg in here. Awesome. I want to keep the length, right? So what I'm going to do is take a section. Wow. That looks so right that you did that, Sarah. You should come up with a better way to do it. It's alright. Whoa, almost knocked my glue gun down. Great. We're off to a great start. And I'm going to glue it onto the wig like so. And then I'm just going to go all the way around the bottom and then like work my way up in layers. And I guess what I'm going to do is maybe move the camera so that you can like see what I'm doing while I'm doing that. Okay, so I actually skipped a step. We're going to pretend like I didn't do all that for no reason just now. And we're going to put a plastic bag over her head so that the glue doesn't stick to the thing. Now, I'm really not trying to flex on y'all with my Publix bag. If you feel flexed on, honestly, you need to ask yourself why. Since I want the bottom to be long, we're going to use most of the length. I'm going to use more glue than last time because it wasn't enough. Alright, much better than the first time. Okay, like I'm just pulling off the shed and the pieces that didn't stick well to the glue. Oh, why is there a giant chunk of hair on the floor? So I'm actually going to go over this spot again because I want to have more glue on it, so. Oh no, don't be tangled, rude. So I'm just going to continue on doing it like this, and I'm just going to like build up the head and I guess like smash together a time lapse. And then cut in when I have things to say. Does that sound good? Okay, good. Okay guys, so that's one package down. So I got the whole first package in the back of the head here. There was quite a bit of shed, but I think from this point on I'll get better at managing this length of hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in a rubber band so it doesn't continue to get in the way, and then I'm going to move on to the next layer of hair. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys really quick the last layer that I did. So this is the last layer I did right here. Okay, that's what it looks like. And this one is actually shorter than the other ones because I folded it like, you know, at first I was folding it a little bit in half, or not even in half, but I just folded the tip, and then I did it like 3/4 or like 1/4, whatever. I'm bad at math. Now from this layer onward, I'm actually going to fold the hair completely in half so that the wig will actually fall in layers before I even cut it or style it, so that the bottom will be the longest, and as we work our way up the head, the layers get shorter and shorter. Also, by folding them in half, it adds volume, so it's not like we cut it and then, you know, glued it down that way. Since we folded it in half, it's like you're getting 2 layers for every bundle that you do. So this is what it looks like so far, and I I'm excited to get to the front of the wig so that we can actually do the bangs, because I feel like that part's going to be the one that has the most styling. So now we are going to work our way up the top of the head, and then I will show you guys how I do the part when I get there, because I think that part is pretty interesting. Okay guys, now we are going to do the bangs. So I have a picture of Lucy on my computer over there so I can look at it while I do them. But basically she's got like some shorter situation on the side, and then she kind of has like a across the forehead bangs, but you know, they're anime, so they're stylized, so we're going to try to follow the shape that they are. And I'm just going to get going with it. Okay, so I actually need scissors now. We're gonna do like those side tendrils first. And those are shorter, so we're gonna cut this in half. Okay. Alright, as you can see, I glued it down the opposite way that I wanted it to fold, to try to hide the seams a little better. And we will go in with some scissors, and you know, we're going to have to style the bangs, which is totally fine, but we just want to get the best shape we can to start. I'm actually going to put a little glue in between here because it doesn't look like it's holding as well as I want it to. Alright, now we're going to do the other side. That one's a little bit lower, so I'm probably going to have to cut that, trim it to match the other side, but no big deal. So either I could do them all at the same length and then cut them, or I can try to style them to begin with. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. So I'm going to cut this in half again. Okay, now I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue between the bangs and the middle part, and I'm going to sandwich them together to hide the glue, okay? So trust me, I know this looks crazy. Okay, hi guys. It's actually the next day because, man, I spent hours just brushing this wig out last night to get out all of the shed. This fiber is definitely very interesting, somewhat difficult to work with. I don't dislike it, and I think it probably would work amazingly for a shorter wig even. But for the longer wig, I think there's just going to be some managing it to try to not let it get tangled, but it's very, very long. Which is what I need for the character that I'm trying to cosplay because she's got very long hair. As you can see, I started to cut the bangs a little bit, but I'm going to now straighten the wig and then attempt to style the bangs with just water and hairspray because I looked it up and that's what people supposedly use. What did I do? Did I not even bring the hairspray with me? I hate myself. So I used all of the hair except for like 2 packages. So I have an unopened package and an open package that I used a little tiny bit out of. I think maybe I used too much hair in hindsight. I definitely used a lot. I probably could have spared some of that hair usage, but that's okay. I can always thin it out if I have to. But so now I'm just gonna, I have this tied back so that I could see the bangs isolated from it. But what I'm gonna do now is just try to straighten all of this out and hopefully that'll help it fall smoother and keep from tangling too much. Because this stuff can tangle somewhat easily, even though it's all been brushed out a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start straightening it. Okay, that took like freaking forever. Thankfully though, I feel like the results are pretty decent. This hair was recommended to me because it's heat resistant, but I wonder if there's a synthetic hair that isn't quite as tangly that I could use instead, because this is still pretty tangly. I feel like it could still probably tangle up pretty easily. There's the top of the wig. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and try to style these bangs so that then I can wear the wig. Crazy. Crazy, you guys. We're gonna wear this freaking wig. Well, you guys, here you have it. As with any time I make something, I'm absolutely terrified to move too much because I don't want to ruin it. I'm the kind of person who I make things and then I'm like, okay, cute, now I'm never going to use it because that took a long time. So I don't really know. I'd have to actually wear this for an extended period of time to know how well it will keep from tangling. But okay, so the outfit I'm wearing, this is not my like official Lucy cosplay. It's just something that I own that looks very similar to something that she wears in the anime, so I just decided to put it on. But I do think that in the future I'm going to sew an outfit. I think the only thing left I would want to do to this wig is to thin it out, because I think I used maybe a little too much hair. So I might go in underneath and thin it out from like the inside just so that it lays maybe flatter against my head. But this is what it looks like. You can see it is extremely long. I probably overdid it a little bit, but that's me, I overdo shit. So, I mean, for the first and only cosplay wig I've ever made, I think it came out pretty fucking good. And I think with the right makeup and a good photo session and the right outfit, I think that this could make some really, really cool cosplay pictures. So, I mean, I think that this was a success. Now, as I said at the top of the video, you shouldn't use it as an educational tool because I'm not teaching. But I do hope that you learned something, maybe, and I do think that this process could be used to make wigs that aren't, you know, for cosplaying. I mean, there's hair in my mouth. The way that I did the bangs and the part and everything was specific to the fact that this was going to be an anime style wig, and those aren't really realistic. But if you were to buy, say, a lace closure and sew that into the front of the wig, then you could make a really realistic looking wig with this process. So if you guys found this entertaining, let me know, and maybe I'll try to make other wigs in the future. Maybe I'll try to do other characters or, you know, something. Let me know in the comments. Maybe you could nominate something. And if you really want a tutorial, maybe I could try, but I don't consider myself a professional at anything that I do, except for the things that I do professionally and then sell, which is like artwork. But this is just fun crafting time. So let me know what you guys think of the wig in the comments below. I think it came out pretty freaking cool. I mean, the water definitely helped style it. I think I could use a little bit more product to get the bangs to stay how I want them. Overall, I do think it came out really cute, and like I said, the only thing that I would really want to do is maybe put some more product in like the little tendril pieces here to get them to fall more how I want them. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm shocked, because I didn't expect to do a terrible job because I have some experience making wigs on a small scale, but I didn't think I would do quite this good of a job. I mean, despite the fact that I use too much hair, like literally I think that's the only thing that I'm upset about, is that I use too much hair. But besides that, like, I've bought a lot of cosplay wigs offline, and like, this is a lot better than any cosplay wig I've ever bought, and also fucking cheaper, because this synthetic hair was, like I said, about $20-something for those 8 packages, which was way more than I needed. I spent about $40 to make this wig, which is probably how much something like this would cost if I were to buy it already made. But now, if I make more wigs in the future, I won't have to spend that much because I'll already own the head. And now that I have this, I don't have to buy it again, and then so wigs will cost me like however much the hair costs in the future. So I mean, this was super fun. I don't know, I mean, I know people who cosplay, but I don't know many people who make their own cosplay wigs, and I'm gonna recommend it from now on. If people are gonna cosplay and they want to make parts of it, I'm gonna be like, bitch, make your wig, because it's fun and totally doable. I mean, look at me, I fucking did it. I'm nobody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and now I'm going to take a moment to thank my patrons. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I have exciting news. Now I can offer monthly perks instead of bi-monthly, because I got a printer and now I can make my own stickers and my own art prints, which was a lot of the stuff that I gave away on a bi-monthly basis. So if you pledge $5 or more per month, you will get perks mailed to you. Also, when you pledge as little as $1, that's when your name shows up here at the end of my videos. Okay, now I will verbally thank my diamond tier patrons. Thank you so much, Lindsay and Sarah and Sarah. So, I mean, we're just a bunch of Sarahs. I mean, it's a good name. Can't blame your parents for naming you that. Bye guys, I'll see you later. Okay, you can click all of my little buttons. You can click my subscribe circle or the video or playlist that is listed below. You will also find the link down there to my Patreon. I will catch you guys in the next one.